Alright, so we have our plastic and everything for the next milestone. I need 100. Oh, and I just spent my black powder. Bugger. I did get, as you can see, some polymer resin to finish off that MAM, a bit of research. There is some more now. The mycelia, I thought I was chopping down mycelia, and it didn't give me mycelia, and it did not give me wood either, I might add, which is a bit of a concern. I don't really know what it was I was chopping down, but I think we can get this one. Can we? Yes, we can. High speed connector. Alright, so that should unlock. We need some high speed connectors, and we will figure out how to build them and where the rifle is to get the rifle. And I got some actual computers in this one. I've only got 17 of them. Alright, and the next milestone. Industrial manufacturing. Now this is going to give us, the manufacturer, a new truck, and we can build computers to get that other MAM research, and obviously the 2 items that we need for the space elevator. So let's go and send the
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
Oh, that really takes off when it gets going. Alright, so we have our manufacturer, and we need to start building computers as well as everything else. Interesting, it said about mine efficiency, so we can we're going to have to bring things from other areas. That's quite clear. Now I wouldn't mind doing this one, packaging, but we really need to work on our fuel generator, and we can get material. Well, I can get that already. Really, and the Mark IV belts, they will definitely come in handy as we expand and get the manufacture up and running. But I want to get this if we can. So computers, and I think that's heavy modular frames. It is. And what do we need for them? Modular frames, pipe, case beams, and screws. So we have all of that here. So we can definitely go, and all of that basically is right in there. And if I'm not mistaken, this should be full of screws. It is, so we can feed off of that for the screws. Modular frames are in there as well. They come down not far from where we are. Actually, it might even be these. Yep, modular frames, so they're right there. Screws, and the other 2 items, pipes and beams, coming up from downstairs, so that'll be easy. We'll get that set up. I'll get some more black powder made. At the moment I think I'm making obelisks. Yes, I am. It helps if you switch it on. Then I'll make that black powder and we'll get that research. But yeah, in the meantime I really think it's a case of going for the fuel generators. Jetpack would be nice. Pipeline would be alright, but yeah, I really want that fuel generator. That'll start getting our rubber, and well, that'll use the fuel anyway that we are producing in our rubber and plastic. We can always turn it down until we then, secondly, we'll get the packager for sure, and we can start running trucks to and from there. See, that takes heavy modular frames as well, so we'll probably even be able to get both of them in one hit, I would imagine. That's certainly what we'll be working towards. Alright, and high speed connectors. Circuit boards. Plastic and copper sheet. Alright, so we'll be working on building that while we get the everything we need for sure. Let's select that. Alright, we will be back when I have progressed some more. So there we have another power plant constructed. I needed more power, that can go now. That was my access down from the top originally. You see you got another one up there. That can all go. So yeah, I was working on some of the framework, the big heavy versatile frames, and realised I needed more modular frames. And I got a new truck which takes heavy modular frames. So I tried to get some coal from near my other power plant and truck it across, but of course the recording kept crashing the game, so I couldn't record any power, so I built a nice long conveyor belt, which you can see here. And here's that other lovely conveyor belt I was talking about. I had a beautiful 2-mine truck stop complex setup just down the bottom there, and every time I went to record a path, the game crashed. I turned the computer off and reset it, or let it sit overnight, reset it, and right on this hill facing the other way, it just kept crashing. So I've had to put in rather a lengthy conveyor to exploit that coal. It comes across, ironically enough, it's got to go through the back of that motor factory, incomplete motor factory might I add, and follow these power lines along to our other power plant. We'll show you the comparison when I get a flat spot of the two trucks too. This one definitely goes a lot faster. Yeah, just cost some heavy modular frames, which at the moment are a little difficult to produce, so I am working on that. This is the original tractor I was in. Yeah, quite a bit different. Alright, so new set of wheels, carries more, goes more places, so I'll be exploring in this from now on. And then I realised where I was, I still didn't have enough beams, so there's these 2 coal deposits and there's another 3 normals over that way, which I'm going to use. They're not too far from some iron, and I'm going to use them for my beam production, because let's face it, I need more beams for the versatile frames and the heavy modular frames as well. I need modular frames for that, so I'm going to do all of that either in the next factory, which you will see as soon as I finish here. So if we connect this Mark 1 miner, that's Mark 2, as everything's set up for Mark 2s. I'm just going to get this first one going. That's clipping at the moment down to some water for this first one here, and then once we get it up and running, come on, feed, there we go. Once I got enough water pressure, I can can that, and we should be right to go. I need to get into the pipe, don't I? This will work. To get some water up to here, everything's connected except for the conveyors at this point. And I've only got the one running. I'll hook up the others at a later date, once the power, or not later, but very shortly once the power is on. As you see, I'm overclocking these. It's already getting cold, but it's not getting its water yet. I wonder if I need a water pump. The other one worked fine, to be honest. It didn't need any water pumps. It was enough to get the water up, unless I got a dodgy connection somewhere. which is extremely possible. Let's replace you. It's Noodle, has to be Noodle for them. There we go. It was a dodgy connection. Power is up and running. That means that this can now disappear. And how much did I get back? I only used 5. Perfect. And you can go. And I'll hook you to you. Now we should be working. No, it used to. Ah, what are you talking about? It used to. You should have pumped water into the others, though. I would have thought. Nope. Okay, so plan did not work. I was intending on just having that one fire up and keep everything else going. But it looks like that's not going to happen because the others didn't fire up either. Power is all connected. Power is all connected. Alright, we'll try that again. Now this time I should only have to supply the water. Hook you up, because I know it's got coal. If I can get it. I know what, it won't let me because I'm going into there. That's right. Alright, let's try this again. Now that one should fire up. We should fire all the other water pumps up. And it's got coal. Water's coming up now. Beautiful. Must have used the water quicker than I originally anticipated. You guys have got nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it didn't run for very long at all. Let's switch it off, see if that brills up the water any quicker. We definitely have a water issue. Got water in there, but not in there. Alright. I did not have this problem before, I guarantee you that. Last time I hooked up one of these power plants, it was very quick and easy. I just ran the biomass, it fired one of the water pumps up. Which in turn fired one of my generators up. Let's see if we need all 3. It is you, isn't it? Yes. Now we got more water there at least, but not in any of these. Interesting conundrum. Alright, what about just 2 of yous firing up? Will that let me power it? Because I know I've got coal, I just need the water now. No. Alright, we have a serious problem. How is that not getting all the way up? That has got me absolutely stumped. I said last time I'd done this, it worked a treat. How is still fire and power? I've only got the one water hooked up. Surely I only got the one water hooked up. Don't tell me I hooked up the others already. Nope. That is only 20 megawatts. That's all that should be hooked up to this is 20 oh no, it's not. Get rid of that as well. Aha, that'll be the problem. I'm up the stairs. There we go. I think this does 40, is that correct? So I should be able to have 30. You should be filling up with water. This is not very good. It worked! I know it worked! Oh, there we go, now we're supplying. So what do we need? More water. Come on, look on there. There we go. Alright. I know a solution to this problem. Oh, you into there. You've got water. But not for very long. So the plan should have worked, really. It definitely should have worked. Come on, let me in. Alright, we'll try this again. One more go. Disconnect you. Because you're supplying the water to get things started. And then used to will come on once the power gets up and running, because it is connected to the power. Get down the stairs first. Yes. So I need. I still got it. Yeah, I've still got it. You need to be disconnected from you, and I want to go from you. Yeah. Last time I did this, it worked, not a problem. That should spin up. Provide the water for this one. You burning? Why are you not on? That's better. Alright, let's try again. That should spin that water up, which should turn. Fire this up. switch you on, which in turn should fire you up as well. There we go, now you can go. I need to be down here. Now you can hook back into there and provide enough water for everyone. That's better. As I said, I didn't think I need pumps. Alright, we're up and running. I have removed my biomass burner. And we can start getting some coal down to these other two. I'll get in. Get out, I should say. And these ones should be up and running as well. Yep, we got coal coming in there. I know I switched the power on to you guys for sure. Yeah, you should have power. You definitely should have power. Trials and tribulations. I see that one's got power. No power. You are hooked up to exactly the same line, people. I can understand it not having water. I had that issue on the other side. So we move you and we move you. And put you in there and you in there. That's better. Now they're firing up. Beautiful. What's the problem with you? You're getting water. You're not. I don't know why they're not firing up. Because I haven't connected the power to the rest of the water for them. That'll be why. Alright, so we have a Mark II miner doing. This one I think is 120. Yep. So that can supply 4. And that's doing 120, and that's still a Mark 1. So I will get that up and running. Actually, I should do that now if I can. Beautiful. But that's now doing 240, yep. Which will do 8 overpowered or overboost or whatever, overclock. So I can have 8 running at 200%, which is 4 side, and I'm pretty sure that's what we've got. 1, 2. Or I will switch you off for now. Switch you off for now. And you're off. And I'll do the same on the other side. So we have our power generators up and running. I was just going to do one side. And then I figured I might as well do the whole lot while I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we have a water issue in our water pipes, to be honest. You hook everything up and nothing wants to do what it's supposed to do. So we'll just hook these back in. Come on. There we go, might as well do them all. They're only going to cause issues, aren't they? There we go. Now you should be up and running. Alright. That's right. I left the water off the... No, this is running the first one too. This one won't have any water. I left water off these deliberately to make sure that everything filled up with coal first. Now I remember best laid plans and all that. Alright, so... everything is working away. I got that right hand side hooked up. Get more water underway. I did do a bit of an overkill, I must admit. But it saves me coming back later. So you already got 4, so I can't hook up 1, 2, 3. Bugger. Alright, so let's run them straight down the middle of here. Problem solved. Run in the centre. Thought so. I don't need that anyway. There we go. Now I can hear them all cranking up. One. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Alright. That's better. I did this layout a little bit different than I did the other ones. Normally I do it a bit like what I've got over here, but this time I've done it completely differently. See, they don't have water, but they do. Alright, so I've got to check that when I get upstairs. And I want the first 1, 2, 3, 4, so I want you guys up and running, so you can stay as you are. These ones I do not. You can come off of there. And you can hook up to there, and I've got, go for a swim. I did find some crates right at the bottom of the water here. Obviously somehow I created them. I couldn't find them, fell in from the top actually and made it to the bottom. And one thing I noticed is you can cliff dive off of the top cliff up there as well, so right off the very top, and because you're landing in water you don't take any damage at all. Alright, so there we go. Now we got them cranking. What about these water pipe problems? Because I know you've got water there. Alright, so get rid of you. Put you in. Oh, did I see some water? Nope. This one. I gotta make better catwalks too, quite clearly. So you've got water going in. Pretty sure that connection is good. Let's just double check it just in case, because I did actually add this little valve here on top of the pipe after the fact, so that might be why it's not working. It hasn't clipped in properly. I have noticed that they don't snap correctly all the time, and you've got to redo things and do them in a certain order to get them actually working. And we got water in that one, and we got water in that one, and in that one. Alright, now we got water flowing in all of these, except you. So the first four are working. Why have you got no actual water pressure? Let's just disconnect you from the start. Why have I got not enough pressure? Next problem to solve. See, there's no more lift than what they've got. So if those ones are working, these ones should be working too. It's pretty much as simple as that. You see, I've got full water in that pipe and that pipe, so there's no reason there shouldn't be full water up the top as well. So you should be getting your full water allowance. Let's switch you off, see if it builds up. It doesn't actually want to take any water, does it? Why is that all of a sudden not working? I don't understand. That's got 3.7 in it, so that should be moving. That should be working. I'm going to investigate that. I've got plenty of coal coming through, so it's definitely not a coal issue. We can just see there is coal, yeah, sitting in there. It's a water problem. I've got to chuck pumps on, but I really don't think I should have to. Okay, so there is our power plant, at least for now. A couple of little teething problems, but we're up and running. I'll reach you. No. Alright. I'll see you at the other factory. And we will keep going with making steel. Alright, there we go. Front four of each one is up and running. I had to put pumps in for that side. Everything is exactly the same height. I would imagine that those pipes are probably closer than these ones, so less distance to travel. Yet for some reason, it's I had to put pumps in, which is what, 4 megawatts of power per unit. So that's 16 megawatts of this house. So it's effectively 4 constructors, but we have power. We are up and running. Is that a water or coal issue? Let's have a quick look. It's a water issue. You guys are using 90 each. I've got 4. 4 nines are 36. 120 times 3 is 360. there should be more than enough water. Well, there should be spot on enough water. Plus with the pumps, the pump should be making damn well sure of it, I would imagine. Interesting. That line should be continuously fed. Absolutely continuously fed with water. Let's switch it off. Let's fill it up. Something's not quite right. I have noticed in this that you do lose milk. I produced 100 copper ore, put it in to make ingots, and didn't get 100 ingots. Yeah, and you run a belt that can carry 270 and you're feeding it with 240 and you're using 240 at the other end, and for some reason it can't keep up. There are definitely some deficiencies in the system, I have noticed. So you don't have enough water, you do, and you do, but these first two do not. And why is that? You're getting plenty of water. That's the second two. This is the first two. They're actually closer, and they're pumping. I don't understand why it's not producing the desired result. You are now full. You should give it straight up. Come on. I know that 4 of those water pumps can supply. 3 of those water pumps, the 360 can supply this using 90. 4 nines are 36, so that's 360. It should not be losing water at all. There we go. That's better. Maybe they just weren't primed properly. Alright, we have our coal power generator. Out of this one plant, I did actually have it. Just gotta put another one. Oh, I cannot. Let's just do the quick and easy way. $1,200 megawatts. 1,200 megawatts out of this one plant. 3 lots of 4. That doesn't work out. There's something missing. I've got more than 1,200 megawatts. Got 150. So that's 3, 6, 12. I'm missing one side. It's not counting one side of my factory, is it? That's because I switched off like an idiot. There we go. 1,600 megawatts. Nah, it's still 1,200. Well, it's actually it should be. That didn't quite work out either, did it? You'll connect it up through you. You go across. We added this up, right? So 150 by 4, 153, 450, 600, 1200, 1800 on the other side. And they are all added into the power, so it should be 1800. 1800, there we go, 1800 megawatts. An extra 1800 megawatts. Beautiful. And if I can ever upgrade these, I can double it, get another 1800. But it works. Finally. Yeah. Gotta love this game, eh? So it didn't need pumps, it just needed that bit of extra pipe. Balance it, obviously. Somehow that one got more, even though it's further away. Problem solved.